And he'll lead the kickoff right there. $25. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. What a move, and he's free. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's a shotgun run call. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The Seminoles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Catch made on the out route. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this next call is going to be interesting for this offensive coordinator. Nothing there on this second down call. Now you're 3rd and goal right on the doorstep. If I'm the quarterback, I'm challenging my offensive line to get low and win the battle up front to give this back a chance.
They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, that's what I love about this this quarterback, it's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And now the handoff. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down after that run on the previous play.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
And the Seminoles pick up enough for a first down here.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass not complete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job with this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
The sure hands, it's Smith. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll throw it now. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gamecocks. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They're going to run it. Breaks into open space. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I'll tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Florida State, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got his man wide open. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, South Carolina. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and his vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. They'll run it here. Oh, what a move. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Setting the back in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's incomplete, but is the final play of this period. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. Looking deep down the left side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Finally brought down at the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. And he's hit just before the throw.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. And the gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
Boy, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Receiver in motion now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. Great move there. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front, getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Second down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's an outbound, the catch made. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the mark.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Gamecocks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talked about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Florida State, 10.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the Knowles getting set on 1st and 10. Defense not pressing this time. The pocket breaking down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Ball handed off. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Looking for a man deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to get the second half going. trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. A lot of work to do in the second half. Down big. Can they get something going right now? Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw again. The receiver makes the catch. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
The Noles looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal.
3:25.
Looking for a man. On the run here. Lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On third and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Ball carrier tackled there.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The short completion of the tight end. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Now here's the toss play. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
What a catch! They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On the move now. Fires it on the move. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Seminoles looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knowles. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. He's past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Florida State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the quarter, the offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Grinding away with a running game. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
Thing doing in that play, the big D tackle there for the stop. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab made by the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
3rd down and inches. Who's going to win this battle in the trenches? Design quarterback run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Playoff teams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he